Like, how great would it have been, like, if your character actually added an encouragement to come to the, Great Hall? They could have had a buff type system, where if you sit down with your house, have your meal, you got a temporary
Revelio.
increase in, like, defense or whatnot. I don't know, something. And it would only last an X amount of time, which would encourage you to have it, to join them for lunch and whatnot. They can even give relationship benefits to your companion if you sat down with them.
Augustus Hill just wants you to buy something. And then what would you take if you don't buy something? He's like a child with an empty pillowcase on Christmas morn. I always feel quite safe.
Again, there's just some missed opportunities
Revelio.
with this game. But again, from what I heard, it's more so that it's cook content. So like the software is there, and so is some of the script. It's just that it hasn't been fully implemented. All right. On that note, let's do a quest, shall we? Assignments, relationships, side. There we go. Do, 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 do. I like her, so let's go help her out.
I'd take to the skies too if I didn't have such a fear of heights. Hogsmeade, here I come.
But according to the thing, it's supposed to be sold here.
Just let me know if there's something in particular you're looking for.
Why you no have it? Also, his stuff is always so expensive.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Revelio.
Glad you came.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favor for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aiden was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Unfortunately, these type of fetch quests don't really make terrible sense in the world of Harry Potter, with the whole invention.
Does it get any more cozy
Sorry, with the
than
whole
Hogsmeade?
concept of flu powder being a thing, because it's flu powder is not okay. It's not 100% instantaneous, but certain trips will be like a minute. And I understand that not like you have to get you have to actually connect them to a flu network. So there is possibly some kind of ritual involved which would cost money. But and then there's also like the owls.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
Why couldn't the owls deliver the box? We've seen owls deliver what's it called? Brooms and all that. And even the Weasleys, who, despite Mr. Weasley being a government employee, like is for all intents and purposes very poor, and yet they can afford to send owls and whatnot. So it just seems strange. Mind you,
Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
the idea that setting up a flu powder is expensive is supported by this whole situation here.
You, my young friend.
Like, this thing's in ruins. They're probably only maintaining that chimney just purely out of the desire to keep the flu network connected.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Serona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Serona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aiden used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Serona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aiden died. He was hoping to go through it with Serona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawk clumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawk clumps and collect the box of letters there.
Serona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Oh, goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Serona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk clumps. I, and the vendors I help, would greatly appreciate it.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
Revelio.
We'll deal with the cave first.
Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find Serona. Better have a look around. See about the hawk clumps and the box of letters.
Incendio.
That's all the hawk clumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Revelio.
Don't know why, but I feel like setting that up. I don't think I'm gonna need it, but if I do, I'll be happy I have it.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Whoa! Okay. I have no idea why the dogs are acting up now. They have a really bad timing. One sec, folks. Oh, there we go, folks. Sorry about that.
Expelliarmus. Flipendo. Flipendo. Expelliarmus. Potato. Flipendo. Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum. Flipendo. Expelliarmus. Potato. Expelliarmus. Flipendo.
One less foul, hulking brute.
Revelio.
Anything of value?
Incendio. Lumos.
There we go. Was not where that was Devil Snare.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
That's nice. So the character has always been the type to stand up and help out others. Surprisingly, she's a Ravenclaw. I would have pegged, given the given the mentality of how loyal and how friendly they are. I would have pegged them as a Hufflepuff.
This must be Sorona's box of letters. I should take this box of letters to Sorona. She'll be glad to have it back. I think that's everything. Sorona will be glad to have this back.
Oh, those letters were just lovely.
Sold some baby nifflers the other day. Fetched a small fortune. You always get more when they're small.
You've had too much fire whiskey if you think you can outdo my take.
Let's go for the Magus. I could... Do I still have more for that? Or those dueling challenges to do? Damn, I do. I need to complete another... Wow. Okay, I have a lot of those feats left to do. So even though I could take out that duelist, I should probably wait.
Anyone looking for troubles found it in me.
Alright, well... Alright, let's equip this and be ready.
Expulsion defender. Reduction. Expulsion.
Potato. Repulsor. Accio. Revelio.
Been ages since I found anything quite crop. It's you! What is... I shall get that goblin helm back. Hopefully from your corpse. You're the little sod that...
Repulsor.
Damn. Now I need to dodge until I get another chance. What the hell? There we go. That charge of theirs is ridiculously fast. Might as well do this.
Stop right there!
Defeat an enemy with Chinese. Okay.
Afraid to take it.
Protego.
You've heard quite enough of our wrecks.
Expelliarmus.
I'll steady a little diesel. Right gymnastics won't save you.
Oh yeah, he's gone.
Too hard. Luck. Nothing more than luck.
Protego.
Avoiding our problem.
Revelio.
Alright.
Confringo.
These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
Yeah, we have to go to challenges. Because if we don't activate it, it doesn't count. There we go. Extra storage, and we got some. Oh, we actually completed some of our these challenges here. Oh. Okay. Upgrade our gear. Rescue beasts. That one's probably about building. Probably should see about doing it. Alright, what's this one's challenge? Flip it while waiting to use its sneak attack. There we go. It's sneak attack.
Flipendo.
Nope, that must not be it. I wonder what they mean by its. Oh, while it's waiting to do its sneak attack. Okay, yeah, I think we're too late now for that.
Expelliarmus. Arrest them. Levioso. Defendo.
So we have to get it while it's, you know, camouflaged or and hiding. Oh.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
An easy 500 gold coming up. Oh, we're close enough to so that we can't.
Good thing the ministry banned us.
Alright, folks, we're going to end the video after this quest, but I gotta say though, this new system that I'm doing where I stream and then on Twitch I then break it up and then export, I feel like that's really working for me. Now, I understand that you guys can barely see me at the moment. I do plan to get like maybe a little, I've seen them in the Euro shops here, like they have an adhesive on the back. I can just stick the light there and then just press it, and there we go. I should really get something like that for here, or maybe instead of it being there, maybe sticking it underneath my top shelf here, so the light will at least shine down onto the keyboards, and then maybe get me a little bit as well. We'll see. I'll try and figure out something, because it is ridiculous. We might do some science streams tonight.
Hello, Sorona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk clumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aiden. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aiden. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Let's see here. Do. Exploration. Surprisingly, there's nothing in regards to oh no, there must have been. Let's see here. Oh yeah, there is rescue beasts. So we need to rescue one more in order to get that. I feel like that one's about building. Let's test out my little theory before I end this stream. So, Hogwarts map. Secret rooms. Room of requirement. Collecting the materials can wait. Alright, let's keep it simple. Let's add a well. Actually, no, let's add some pumpkins. Get them right here. Alright, building pieces. Alright, let's put a floor down. Actually, you know what? Let's go up here. Out of the way of the animals. Or I guess not. Not even up here? No? Okay. Alright, if I'm gonna build the makings of a house, let's put at least here near the entrance. Let's keep it nice and simple. A 5x5 little area. Imagine we might not have enough for space. And now for the lower wall. That's strange, but okay. What's the point on having... Alright, well clearly that was not the thing because it would have came up by now. And I'll probably should wait till... Let's see. We already placed them. We placed some outdoor items. We placed some building items. We've placed one of these, so I honestly have no idea what could be the thing that they're looking for.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Actually, perhaps another time.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Oh, we got an item that's appeared in what we have, but it's strangely a fur coat. Very reminiscent of Hagrid. We're gonna change that appearance. Zonko's chief prankster. Legendary cape. The dark arts robe. Authentic historian. Slytherin house relic. Top of the class. House fanatic robe. I'm not a fan of this design because it essentially overwrites your lower clothing. I like this, but I just wish it had a hood, if I'm being honest. But I do like how the snake pattern does light up when casting spells. My only problem is, again with this game, I really wish they had some kind of system where you can have a transmog permanently fixed to a slot. It would save me a lot of time. But again, I do have to admit, I like the armor, like the shoulder bits. I like the snake cuffs. I think they would be called. The snake pattern on the back. And again, look at that light up. Like, that looks amazing. And again, I did earn it by collecting all those flying keys and the house seals. I'm wondering when I'll unlock this section. Well, to be honest with you, I'm assuming it's unlockable because this area appeared exactly like that. But then once... can I edit the design of the entrance? Nah, probably we can't. No point. Fuck it. It's just a quick spell. Nope. I am seeing no difference there. Mind you, I do like that glow. The fact that I'm in, Slytherin house. And, like, this whole dark motif. You know, it does really go well with this ominous green. And then we have my little potions section down here. Those are ready to be harvested. Yep. Alright, well, either way, on that note, as I said, this is the end of this stream. I might do a silent one later down the line, but again, I cannot hog being upstairs to myself. So if I do any more videos, they'll be silent, and they'll be when my brother is upstairs in bed and the dogs are, put to bed as well. In the meantime, this is the Celtic Nerd, hoping for everyone to remember one name, one sky.